This is me, 2012, weighing 220 pounds. Boy, a lot has changed since then. Hey everybody, Josh Kupperstein here. Thank you so much for checking out the page. Today we're going to be talking about dieting. It's something that people absolutely hate the thought of. I didn't love the thought of it myself either, but I like to think of it more of a lifestyle shift or change than it is the word diet. Diet to me is too short term of a word and I don't really like to use it. Everybody's different. Everybody's body reacts differently to different foods and different diets. Some people can eat pizzas and cheesesteaks and have 3% body fat, and other people can, eat modest and gain a ton of weight. So each person's different. No diet is going to be 100% perfect for every single person, but you got to find what works for you. I believe exercise is a huge part of it. We'll get into that in another video, but exercising as much as you want without proper diet is going to get you nowhere other than an hour or two of your time wasted from burning all those calories and then putting it back in your body. For me, 2012, as I mentioned in the first video, that I was at my heaviest at 220 pounds, and I decided to do a pretty simple calorie diet. And the basic science, I'm no expert, just someone that loves this as a hobby and someone that's experienced this for 10 years and really finds it a big interest. But the basic science of it is that for every 3,500 calories you are below your maintenance level for the week. Now, maintenance level is the amount of calories you can intake via liquid or solid foods that you can intake that your body will automatically burn off without gaining any weight. So for example, in 2012, my maintenance was 2,900 calories based on my height, age, weight, all that stuff. And so I had 2,900 calories that my body would burn without me doing anything. If I ate over that, I would gain weight. If I ate less than that, I would work towards losing weight. Granted, you want to be about 500 calories below your maintenance level every day so that by the end of 7 days you're 3,500 calories below. And for every 3,500 calories you are below your maintenance level, each week is 1 pound of fat loss. Granted, you'll lose water weight. If you have some extra water weight, that will come off quicker in addition, so you could lose a little bit more. The more water weight, the more weight you'll lose immediately. Men and women vary differently. Men tend to burn a lot more quicker. They tend to have a little bit higher maintenance in their ability to consume a little bit more, which makes it the weight come off a little bit quicker. So that's something that worked for me. I wanted to do 2 pounds a week of fat loss. So I aimed for 1,000 below my maintenance. So my maintenance said it was 2,900, so my net calorie intake was 1,900. I could have 3,000 calories in a day, but what I would do is I would burn off enough that my net total got down to 1,900. And I'm a firm believer that you can eat nothing but lettuce and rabbit food and be very hardcore, and it might work for you. I think the more strict you are, especially going from one extreme to the other, eating a lot of junk food to hardcore dieting, I think you got to ease your way in, but also make it something that's attainable. Same with exercise. You want to make sure that it's a plan that you can stick to and that you're going to be able to do for the long haul and not just a couple of weeks before you get sick of it. If you go too much salad and nothing fun, you might get burnt out very quickly, especially because it's a long process and it might take some time depending on how your buildup is or how much you're exercising or any of that stuff. So you want to find something that you can do and maintain. For me, what worked personally for me that allowed me to keep my sanity and keep going was the calorie limit. And there's days that I'd have a salad and I have some cereal or whatever, and I get to dinner, I could be at dinner in the negatives of calories. So, I could have 1,000 calories going to dinner, burn off 1,000 or 1,200 at the gym throughout the day. come into dinner near zero, a little less than zero, and have almost 2,000 calories to play with. So if I wanted to have a little bit of pizza or a few Oreos, I would do it as long as I was maintaining and not going over and above and still having an idea where I was. That's something that worked for me. It kept my sanity. I was able to get my fix every once in a while if I put the work in. There were some nights that I would look and say, you know what, I really could afford some pizza, but rather than get close to I can have a really good day. Granted, when it comes to calorie count, you don't want to have too low, because the lower you go have significantly limited calories, you could go into starvation mode and start building some fat. But so you don't want to be too low on your calories. But it's something that definitely worked for me. I believe in that science, and I believe in that data that it does work. But leaning in, continuing the thought of eating things that I wanted to eat whenever I wanted, and I could afford it, I would definitely suggest to give yourself a cheat meal or two every once in a while. Not only will it help your sanity, you deserve it, you work hard, one cheat meal or two is not going to hurt you. And I think it's something that if you can keep that in, it allows you to be motivated to continue, because you're still getting what you want. Maybe not every day like you're used to. You can't have that bag of chips like I used to do coming home from school, eating a bag of Cheez-Its or Cheetos or something. Maybe can't do that every day, but if you want a slice of birthday cake, or you want some banana bread, or not the healthy banana bread, that stuff's good. Check out my other videos for that. But if you want to have some cookies and do it every once in a while, you can. Also, there is a little bit of science behind that too, that says if you eat too low in calories for too long, your body starts to adjust to that. So if you're used to having 1,200 calories a day and just eating salad and bird food, your metabolism says, why am I burning all these calories for energy when you're not eating enough? I'm going to lower my metabolism. You have a cheat meal, it spikes it up here, so it tricks the body and it keeps your metabolism up here, so that when you bring your calorie limit low, it continues to burn at a higher rate. And like I said earlier, if you combine exercise with that will go even further. But to me, like I said, dieting is the most important part of any exercise. I've shifted my diets over the years. I was doing the calorie limit for a while. I lost 50 pounds in about 7 months. It worked for me personally. I found a good limit, something I could stick to, that I could make into a lifestyle that wasn't a 2-week diet that I quit. It's something that I allowed myself to do that worked for me. Eventually it got to the point where I got a little too skinny. I got down to 155 pounds. That was too much, and I had to figure out what else I was doing wrong. And then you start looking into carbs, and you start looking into fats and all the proteins. And about the last year or so, I completely shifted my diet into it's hard to get out of that once you're in that calorie counting phase. It's hard to really get out of it when you're so ingrained to it for so long. So I do keep somewhat of an eye on the calories, try not to go too high, but I've really focused on getting that 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So I try to stay around at least 170 grams of protein every single day. Try to keep my carbs on the lower side, probably under 100, I'd say, per day, but it depends. Some people do macros, which is great. I've never really gotten into that a whole lot, but it is something that does work. But everyone has a different body and a different reaction to food and things that work for them. So you have to look and find something that you can do. That's my biggest takeaway, if nothing else, is find something that you can get rid of sugary drinks if you can. Lower your alcohol from 10 drinks a week to 2 drinks a week. There's different wasted calories and things that you don't, that can go a long way to helping to lose that weight. Drink a lot of water. It's big for metabolism. Really will boost your metabolism, keep you full longer, and a lot of other great benefits too. But anyway, like I said, do what's best for you. Find something that works for you that you can keep moving forward, and that you're not going to want to give up on, because it's hard. It's hard. It's not easy. I wish I could sit there every day and have McDonald's breakfast and Oreos and all the stuff that I used to do all the time. I miss it from time to time. I envy people that do that constantly now. But if your goal is to be healthier for the long term, be more physically fit like it was for me, for both those reasons, then you have to make it a lifestyle. Otherwise, all that hard work is just going to go to waste when you get off of it and you go back to normal. So find out what works for you. Leave your comments below if you have any questions or you want to tell me what you might do. I can always learn from you the same way I hope that I can inspire somebody to learn, or just to build a good community. So I appreciate you all stopping by. Again, if you like this video and other videos, make sure to subscribe, like, comment, share, and we'll be back next week with another great video. Anyway, thanks for your time and enjoy the grind.